so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Today's video is this clip that has been kind of circulating, and I don't know if it was a talk show or an interview. I don't know what it was, but obviously it was something that was being filmed, and then these palm colored people had something to say. Let me roll the clip.
Yet?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Well, you're just anti leg washes.
I'm not going to wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly.
Well, and he's
the only one here who took the day off. Washes his legs and feet. No, I don't think it's a black thing. I think using a washcloth is for poor people, but I don't think that washing your legs and feet is for black people.
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing. Because
I've only met poors who use them. I've never met.
Wait, but is it also European? Because I have European friends that do it as well.
Maybe they're poor. I don't know.
I don't know. But we never did in my house. There was no time for that.
I know. I've ended friendships when I saw washcloths. I'm serious. I don't want that stink on me, that like poor stink.
Yeah. But I don't understand. I guess it is just so that you don't have to touch your hands to your genitals.
We don't have that much soap to go around.
Is that the utility? Or is the utility like, I don't have to touch my bare butt or my bare genitals?
I don't know.
I think it's more of a puritanically rooted thing of like, I don't want to touch my bits.
So you guys, when I watched that video, my jaw dropped because I never knew that things about personal hygiene and cleanliness could be associated to a specific kind of race or a specific kind of social class. Like it had something to do with if you were rich or poor. I was surprised. Let me play some of the reactions and stitches to that video.
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing.
This message is directed towards white people who bathe properly. Get your cousins. Go get them. Because enough already. Because some of y'all's family got this like obsession with coming on here and telling us that not only do they not bathe regularly, when they do, they don't bathe properly. How the hell are washcloths only for poor people if at this point most places are selling the washcloth, the hand towel, and the body towel separately? Because it sounds like to me I have to have the money to be able to buy the extra thing. Purely on comparison, on the lower end of the spectrum, the pack of washcloths that I bought from TJ Maxx cost more than the soap that I bought at TJ Maxx. Also, the pores had a hard R at the end. So we know what you were saying. I be looking at these people like your ancestors colonized the whole goddamn world. And for some reason, y'all seem to draw the line of cultural appropriation at seasoning and bathing properly. Every goddamn culture y'all ran through and stole from taught y'all how to bathe and clean shit properly. And yet, y'all said, nah, we don't want to bathe properly, but why can't we have box springs? We gonna make called challah cloud bread and 2-ingredient lentil pancakes and whatever weird flat taco shit that y'all tried to colonize the other day and call like agua fresas fucking spa water. That's what y'all chose to do? Not soap water and a washcloth? Like, please take that from us. We won't even be mad. We won't be mad. Just stop getting on the internet every other day and telling us that you nasty and you dirty and you stink.
Washcloth is a poor person thing.
This is why when y'all be dating these people, y'all be fornicating with these people, y'all be procreating with these people, just, oh my God, like just rich and dirty. And you know they kissing their dog in the mouth. You just know they kissing their dog. Not knocking anybody. Love who you want to love. Love who you want to love. Dare I say. But still, it's just,
No, I don't think it's a black thing. I think using a washcloth is for poor people, but I don't.
And this is why a lot of y'all smell like mildew and wet dogs. Y'all smell like old mayonnaise, expired mustard, failed dreams, a bunch of bullshit. Y'all smell like wet hair half of the time. Let me break something down to you. When you in the shower, wash your legs and feet, because all the dirt and shit from up here is going down and hitting your legs, and it's just gonna sit there. Wash your damn A washcloth is the reason why y'all don't get it. That's the whole point. Y'all try to tell myself, well, washcloths are just a poor thing, and I'm not black. Like, I don't like how the fuck he said black either. Like, Why is your podcast called I'm Not Black? What the fuck you talking about black issues for? You're not black. Why are you near them? Black issues should be treated like a lake of fire to y'all. You don't want to be around it? Leave it the fuck alone. You can't do nothing about it. You don't understand it. Leave it be. But no, here y'all come again, admitting shit nobody asked you to. We get it. You don't know how to properly wash your ass. It's cool. Y'all didn't know how to do that until y'all met us. Let's just start there. This is why y'all had the Black Plague and all that rat shit and bullshit. Remember when y'all used to shit in y'all drinking water? You remember that? The literal place where y'all got y'all drinking water. Y'all remember when rats infested y'all country? You remember that? Remember when that was literally a plague happening because y'all motherfuckers were so nasty? No. Y'all want to erase that part from history, right? Because y'all don't remember that. Remember when y'all met black people and they was like, and they had to teach y'all how to bathe? You realize y'all wiped out most of the armies y'all fought, not because y'all had superior tactics, not because y'all had superior weapons. That was a percentage of it. But the other percentage was because y'all exposed people to diseases, germs, and viruses that they had never fucking encountered because they could take a fucking bath. Their solution to everything wasn't, let's cut off a body part and then just leave them bleeding everywhere and infected. Do y'all not get this shit, like, at all? Wash your ass. It ain't that hard. Wash your legs, wash your feet, wash your ass, wash under, wash every fucking thing. Wash behind your ears, your face, your hair, your neck, under your arm. It's not a poor black thing. It's hygiene. Good hygiene at that. But y'all are still trying to make this nasty shit cool. It's not gonna work. We never gonna stop. Call me poor and black, but I bet I'm gonna smell better than you.
Washcloth is a poor person thing.
Anytime someone stays in my home, I offer them a washcloth. And when they don't use it, I'm always like a little bit confused because I use washcloth and I know it's about like the friction that you create with the soap and water that allows you to get clean. Now here's my question. Just check the scenario. I invite you over to my house for dinner. When you get here, I'm doing dishes. I pick up a dirty plate, I run it under water, and I put soap in my hand and then rub my hand on that plate. After rubbing the soap on the plate, I run it under water and then I put it into the rack to dry. Now, when I went to serve you your dinner, I served you on that plate. Is that plate clean? Would you say that that plate is clean? That plate ain't even got your balls on it, bro. The plate never even had a little doo-doo on it. But your butt did. And you're just gonna use your hand with some soap? You're not actually gonna use a medium to scrub that shit? It's not about being poor, babe. It's about being clean.
I don't want to touch my bits.
This one's actually funny. Let's go. I can't tell you how much I enjoy the fact that the palm-colored people always give us content and a way to just show how educated we are and how disgusting they are. So, washcloths are for poor people. And and he doesn't take baths and he doesn't wash his legs. I always find it funny how they try to come for black people while simultaneously admitting how fucking disgusting they are. But let's take a trip back in history. Native Americans used to follow Europeans around with incense because they thought they were foul-smelling demons. That is fact. You can look it up. In ancient England, they would only wash their asses twice a year. They walked around with nosegays in their lapel because everybody smelled bad, so they would continuously smell the flowers. Also, they washed their clothes in pee and lye. They thought that the acid in pee would clean their clothes when all it did was make them smell like mop water and barnyard animals. That's what I find hilarious. But if we're going to talk about cleanliness, the ancient Egyptians introduced modern plumbing because, of course, in England and the UK, you know what they used to do? They had pots, like, bedpans and shit, and they would pee and poop in them. And when they threw it out the window, they would say, "Garde-loo!" That was to let anybody who was around there know somebody's about to throw some piss and shit out the window. So, being poor, only poor people wash with washcloths. No, actually, it's a cultural thing. Most African Americans use washcloths. I don't care how much money they have or don't have. African Americans use washcloths. And it's not because there's not enough soap to go around. It's because that's how we get in every crack and crevice from top to bottom. You have 2 washcloths, one for your body, one for your feet. Well, 3 actually. One for your body, one for your feet, one for your face. We make it our business to wash everything in a very clean manner. That's why most of our skin is flawless, because we don't all use the same washcloth for our feet and our ass on our face. I love how they come up here and let us know through their race how disgusting they are. Poor people only use washcloths. Didn't we just hear Mila Kunis say she don't wash her ass for like 3 days? Didn't we see a Caucasian woman say that after she goes to the bathroom, she does not wash her hands unless somebody's in the bathroom and they're looking at her funny, and then she still does not wash them properly? Y'all stay coming for black people while letting us know your true nature. You do realize that my ancestors taught your ancestors how to bathe.
Person thing. Because I've
only met poors who use them. I've never met.
And I also have only ever met people who don't use washcloths that are white. So are we coding poor people of color? Like, let's think on that. Also, one time I was taking a shower. I was in high school at a friend's house, and like their parent or something looked at me like I had 3 heads when I asked where the washcloths are. And I was given a glove that is used for washing dishes. Like, I have this. What the fuck? Like, yeah, there are sanitary things you have to take into consideration when you use a washcloth. Like, you probably shouldn't use the washcloth you use down there for, like, your face. But it's like, you wash a washcloth after every single time you use it. If you choose not to use a washcloth, that is a personal choice. I personally think it's sanitary, exfoliates, and just gets everywhere it needs to, and does a thorough washing. But to be disgusted by people who use washcloths, like, you're literally just admitting you use water on your PTA.
Thing. Because
every Father's and Business Days, someone from that group gets on Beyonce's internet and tells us they do not bathe in some way, shape, or form. They don't wash their legs. They let the water run down. They don't use washcloths. There are so many different options that I don't understand. There are various washcloths. There's Africanet. There's loofah. There's so many different tools you can use to wash your body with. And they actively choose to not do this. Like, please keep a list of all the people who actively say they don't bathe, because when the world finally does end and we head into this very decrepit apocalypse, you know exactly who to get rid of first, because they're the ones who are going to be spreading disease and famine throughout the entire encampment, if you are one of the people who, decides they want to survive.
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing.
No, baby, that's a clean person thing. No pueden ser tan cochinos, eh? That's nasty. Did you know that when the colonizers came over, they came over disease-ridden and real nasty, and the Aztec people and other indigenous groups had to, teach them how to bathe? I know it's not related, but,
I think using a washcloth is for poor people, but I don't think that washing your legs and feet is for black people.
Lord. Please take the podcast mics away from these motherfuckers. And for you to sit here and say that washing legs and feet are not for black people, bitch, we wash our whole fucking body. Exfoliate our whole body, honey. That's why the skin's so soft, body so tight. The smells is right. Y'all, when y'all be walking past, the girls that believe in not washing your feet and washing your ass and wash your legs, honey, it's you, bitch. That be smelling like reptile ecosystems. You seen this fat ass nose of mine? I be smelling that shit. And y'all smell like shit.
I've actually heard a lot of things concerning the palm-colored folks, when it has to do with hygiene and cleanliness and stuff like that. But I didn't really used to believe it. I've heard from a lot of my friends and, relatives that work with expatriates here in Nigeria about how you know, those people have a certain kind of level of hygiene that is very different from ours. And I don't know. I didn't really believe it because I'm not that kind of person that is quick to believe the worst about someone. And they will tell me things like it's because their country is cold, so it's not easy to bath regularly and do some of these things because of the weather and stuff like that. And you know, maybe when it's winter, they don't shower as often and stuff like that. But I used to believe maybe these are things that were in the past, right? Maybe like historically, but now times have changed and people probably are doing better in that aspect. But for that man to come out and make that video, I don't think things have really changed. I don't think things have really changed. And for me, as a black person, cleanliness and self-hygiene is one of the things we are taught right from when you're so little. You're taught it at home by your family, you're taught it in school by your teachers, you're taught it even in church. They'll tell you cleanliness is next to godliness. For that man to have said that, you guys, I was shocked. And I had to go and check what a washcloth is, because over here, I think it's a little different for us. We use something we call the sponge, which we use to scrub our body, and then we use our towel to dry off. I'll just put pictures on the screen. So this actually makes me wonder, if they don't use a washcloth, so what do they really use? Please, someone should let me know in the comment section, what do they use? At first he said it's a black people thing, and then later he said it's not a black people thing, that is a poor people thing. So I don't know if I'm being extra sensitive here, but I think he's trying to say black and poor are synonymous. I don't know. I'm not going to get offended by that, but I think he didn't want to dwell on saying it's a black people thing so that people don't come out and start calling him a racist. I don't know. That's just the vibe that I got. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. This whole hygiene thing is like the least thing I thought would have been talking about, but yes, here we are talking about it. Like, I can't even imagine when you don't bathe properly, the outcome of all of that. Okay, you guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications, that way YouTube will let you guys know whenever I have a new video up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.